All right, we're back in. This is, we didn't say that. We didn't say that.
Steroids.
We didn't say that. We always forget to say the name.
152 are on steroids. Just kidding.
Michael's on roids. Look at the size of him. But at least he doesn't put a filter on all of his pictures like some of you people out there.
Dude, I don't post shit that's not related to this.
Nobody posts it. No, anyone who posts anything that's not related to a project they're doing. Lame. What? What are you talking
Spirit cards are a new decoration.
Where?
Like
they're just out, bro. They're always around watching.
Okay.
They listen more than
Heathen.
CIA, bro. They're like the NSA.
Caleb's girlfriend's a heathen. Caleb's also. I'm trying to bring him closer to God, but he's fighting me. He's fighting me every step of the way.
You are one of his truest soldiers.
I'm gonna have to tell Caleb because
the only religion I consider is Catholicism, because I like how radical it is. I like how Catholics are just ready for, they're like, they get biblical with it too. They're like, you want to see blood spill? We'll get the holy knives and we'll go to war. Yeah, it's like shit like that where it's like, okay, let's go. Catholics are the closest group of white people to doing like unaliving bombings. Think about it.
I don't think that
of the whites
probably, but I don't think we do that. I think we do targeted strikes.
Yeah, no, you guys, you just get to key positions of power and go to and do 25-year-long wars with nations that you disagree with. That's pretty cool too.
Dude, we obliterated people during the Crusades. The originals, the OG Crusades, dude. Catholics were wild and out.
Yeah, you guys were. That's a little piece of history that you guys like to not talk about.
Yeah, no one talks about the Crusades. Why don't we talk about the Crusades?
Because it makes you guys look bad.
How does that make us look bad?
I don't think it does, but the international, like the rest of the world is like a very...
Yeah, the rest of the world's full of pussies, dude.
What's up, Piss Glizzy 69?
How do you feel about the Crusades?
Yeah. Hey, how do you feel about the Crusades, Piss Glizzy 69?
Piss Glizzy, how do you feel?
Let's, I don't think, he said, let me join.
Fuck off.
Hell no, dog.
Next live.
Hell no. And you guys are wondering about the microphones?
You, dude.
It's because we're recording audio.
It's live.
Yeah, so you guys...
This is not really what we do.
Yeah, this is just extra.
If
we get kicked off, we get kicked off. It is what it is. People ask to join. You guys can't do what we do, okay?
For the rest of your days.
Unless you're in Iran, that means something else.
If you're in Iran, you can join us. We'll live with you in Iran.
Oh my God! Someone from Iran join, please.
Dude, it's so funny to see.
Or someone from Israel.
Dude, people in the Middle East who are recording like the bombings, overnight bombings, and then they like switch it to their younger sibling or their kid crying, and they're just laughing because it happens all the time. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. They
happen more than tornadoes, dude.
That's their America's Funniest Home Videos, is videos of like buildings close by getting hit by mortars and rockets and shit, and then their kids like shaking, and they're like, "Look, it's your first missile." What are you, baby? Like, oh yeah, that's a natural human reaction. Almost getting eviscerated by a bomb that just appeared out of nowhere, and it fell from the sky like a star. And you're laughing at someone? You know, you're a bully. That's bully stuff.
It sucks that that's not instant.
What?
That bombs don't just automatically kill you instantly.
What do you mean? Do you have
like, if you're hit by shrapnel, you could survive that and just be in pain for the rest of your life, dude. That sucks.
Oh yeah, that's whenever that's what people don't realize. Whenever you see like something where it's like there's 16 people killed in an explosion and 127 wounded. Yeah, it's 127 people that can't hear anymore. They'll never be able to walk and shit.
Not necessarily, but sometimes, yeah. Like the Boston Marathon bombs, yeah, dude, those were bad. They had the intention to maim.
Yeah, no, they had the...
they didn't plan to kill. They wanted to maim.
Yeah, whenever people plant a bomb at the end of a marathon, it kills like 3 or 4 people. It's all about the message. They just want to send a message. Which is like...
we hunted those guys down. Killed the brother and shot the one in the mouth so he can testify in his own defense.
Oh my God, someone just said I'm their favorite black father on this app. Thank you. See, people do think I'm black.
Watch this, guys.
Watch this. Michael will leave his family. He'll show you how black he is. Does your dad still think you're doing a project down here in Columbus? Dude, he thinks
I don't
you're
know what he
like
thinks.
working.
I don't know.
He either thinks you're working
I
or
am
you're
working,
doing something gay.
I'm working, motherfucker.
No, I'm not saying you're not working. But
my mom.
your dad thinks you're like taking like business meetings.
I am. You see any people ask to join my lives?
What? No, but someone asked, can you say good? Hey, happy birthday to your friend, but whatever you wanted me to say, it looked a little sus and a lot gay, so I'm not going to do it.
People were having...
Is this even recorded, Michael? God damn it, we are live.
People were having black people say happy birthday to my friend Derek Chavenau on his birthday on lives.
Garrett? You mean Derek?
Derek Chavenau, yeah, dude. They're saying it on lives, and it was fucking funny.
What's up with that guy? Can we get an update on him? I know, but I see so many videos coming out of prison every single day with people just they're doing selfies and selfie videos and attacking people on with the selfie cam. But you're like, oh, and then they just turn it around and it's like 6 people attacking some guy on the ground. Which is pretty sweet. I like watching videos like that.
How do they get the cell phones into the prison?
Same way they get drugs into jail, same way they get
through the prostate?
Yeah, probably. It's people's butts. What a lot of times happen is it's like those contact visits where you're allowed, like, some chick will like sit on some dude's lap and then she'll like put like 2 phones into his pants and then he'll position them and he'll wiggle them into his asshole. And the guards watch and they go, that guy's definitely shoving phones up in his ass, but
again,
I'm not gonna get him. Then they look at the other guard. You're gonna get him? The other guard's like,
in his ass.
The other guard's like, I leave in 2 hours. I'm not rooting around in some dude's asshole.
Let him post unalivings on
No, because there's a very good chance that those prison guards are going to end up in jail themselves.
Why?
Because they do bad things, Michael, and they go to jail.
Do they?
Yeah, it's actually pretty common.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, people will like go to jail they'll go to prison in the prison that they were like a prison guard in.
That probably shouldn't be allowed.
Small towns, brother.
Fucking
small towns, brother. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna send them to? El Salvador?
Why not? Tattoo Mexican game member on their foreheads.
They should make a guard. They should make a guard a prisoner and a prisoner a guard for a day. They should swap roles for a day so they can see what it feels like to be in jail. And I bet things will change.
No, I don't think that would happen, dude.
You don't think things would change?
A terrible idea.
Make the guards prisoners.
The guards to be the prisoners for a day, they'd get killed.
Stanford prison experiment.
Dude, we should be allowed to do ethical psychological experimentations on people, just not me.
As long as it doesn't happen to me, I'm fine.
Yeah, or a loved one.
Yeah, or a loved one or someone that I may love in the future.
You can't psychologically torture them. Anyone else, go for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who cares?
We need this research. It's important to know, like, if...
As long as I don't get unibombed.
Yeah, as long as I don't open a fucking package that I didn't order and it explodes my goddamn hands. Are you shitting me? It's Sunday. It's a fucking Sunday morning. Now I'm missing both my hands.
Up in the post office's hand.
This is bullshit.
I don't even like planes.
Yeah, it'd be funny to request all your packages be pre-opened at the post office before being delivered. Be like, I'm a celebrity. If I'm gonna get hit with a bomb, you fuckers are gonna open it.
I think the police should probably open all like
pre-open packages.
Yeah, honestly, with the bomb squad.
Yeah, if you're like, I didn't order this and I hear it ticking, so can you please open it? Just call the police.
Do you think they were ticking?
I don't think so. No, I think they're a little bit more sophisticated. No, I was kidding. But if you do, like, if you piss off someone playing Call of Duty and they build a very rudimentary bomb and ship it to you, and you hear it like tick, 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 you be like, I'm gonna call the police, the non-emergency line.
The non-emergency line.
Have them come out here and open it and see what the fucking fuss is about.
No, they would definitely. The non-emergency cops would be like, "Damn, we need to call in the big guns," and they'd call in.
They call 911.
Okay, yeah, guys, they did it again. They sent us to open a package that they didn't order. That's ticking. Why does this keep happening to us? Why do people keep calling the non-emergency line for bombs? This is the problem.
People, this is an emergency.
We need to do an educational video like they did for the Aborigines in Australia to stop drinking gasoline.
How many like non-emergency calls about like potential bombs do you think would need to happen before they put out like commercials where it's like hey guys,
Bombs are a big deal.
in this community, bombs are a big deal. Okay, so let's all work together to make sure that if you think you see a bomb, call 911.
We're gonna start having the bomb squad just respond to non-emergency line calls.
Yeah, do not call 411 if you think it's a bomb. Just go ahead and escalate it up to 911.
Do people call 411?
I call them every single day when I'm driving into work.
Hey, what's the weather like there? What are you wearing?
Yeah, I go, if I'm driving to Kentucky right now, like, how is that going to go for me?
What's my horoscope?
And then, yeah, they have to answer.
Tell me my future.
Yeah, legally speaking, they have to answer you. So if you go, I'm thinking about building a bomb and sending it to this dickhead I was playing against on video games. How do I do that? And like ChatGPT, they have to help you. You go, okay, well, sir, technically I have to tell you, I have to advise you against this, but...
For educational purposes, how would one bomb someone who they got beat by in Call of Duty GPT?
See, I'm telling you, dude, if you make it for educational purposes, everything's unfiltered. You just have to look through the lens of education.
How do I punish someone for education?
Yeah, just put, yeah, if you're like 16 and your parents are like, put all those internet blockers on, put educational blowjob, educational sex. And then you go, holy shit, a whole new world has opened up for
educational gangbang.
Educational
BDSM cut.
What's it called? Here, put your microphone down for a second. What's that called?
Honor.
It's called being normal.
It's called wanting to
being called normal
for people.
Yeah, it's just I got preferences, dog. You never talk about your preferences on here. I light myself up all the time. What do you watch? What do you put into the search bar when you go to the hub or when you go onto one of those like the blue website? I know you know the blue website. Don't fucking lie to me.
I don't go to that website, dude. That costs money.
No, it doesn't.
OnlyFans costs money.
Not OnlyFans, dude.
Twitter?
No, the blue one.
No, I don't go to that.
You don't go to that one? That's the one where all the criminals go. Not for the bad stuff, just cool guys. Whenever cool guys want to unwind.
Don't go to that.
No.
Go to your normal.
The hub has been nuked, dude. It's so devastating.
You don't need to find weird stuff.
Who the fuck said it's weird, bro?
Dude, you don't need to find amateur.
Shout out to Obama.
No, dude. Don't shout out.
That's what this retard said. He said shout out to Obama. I just repeated it.
What did Obama do lately?
Yeah, what did Obama do?
Nothing.
He hasn't bombed any weddings recently.
Yeah, he hasn't ordered a drone strike in years.
He's bald now. Yeah, he's old and black. It's coming for all of them. Which is something that I've recently learned. Whenever I see someone with like dreads or braids or whatever, I don't think it's good. I think it pulls their hair because it's so heavy.
Okay.
I don't understand black hair though.
Clean it. That's part of having dreads. You can't shampoo and condition.
Oh my god, what the? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It is true.
Crazy.
You have to put cider in your hair?
Yeah, like a apple cider vinegar rinse.
It's your 20th birthday, Lily, and you're spending it with us. That's sweet, but kind of sad.
We're your friends.
Yeah, we are your friends. Give us some roses. Send us money for your
10
birthday.
roses, we'll sing happy birthday to Lily.
Yeah. For 100, Michael will find someone outside.
I'm not going to fight anyone outside at the hood.
Who said fight?
No likes. No, I'm not having... No.
Michael will go and wrestle a homeless person. He'll go and make it a problem.
For 10 roses, Caleb will put his cat in air jail.
For 10 roses, I'll take all my clothes, dude. I'm a cheap whore.
For 10 roses, Caleb will do a bong rip with his butthole.
It hits you faster. It's called boofing.
Is that what boofing is?
Yeah. You didn't know that? There's a whole community, dude, where people are just shoving shit up their ass to get lifted.
That was only alcohol.
Oh, Lily, do that for your birthday. Lily, do that for your birthday.
Happy birthday,
go
Lily.
boof something.
Go
Yeah, happy
boof.
birthday. You should go put something up your butt.
Try whippets.
Yeah, get a can of yeah,
Galaxy.
what is it? You get Galaxy gas or Here, guys, I'll get y'all
Cream.
tic-tac. Yeah, okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, no, but shove like whipped cream, a can of whipped cream up your ass and just go to town, dude. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. That's about the coolest thing you can do. Just start shoving Advils up there. Just see what happens. Dude, go hard.
You're gonna boof hard.
What are you thinking? Fent? Oh,
Methamphetamines?
I like that.
There's some PCP up there.
That'd be a really cool way to start your day, is just to take a little, take an Adderall and shove it up there.
PCP at the beginning of your day, you're God for the rest of the day.
But, like, I don't drink coffee, I just shove Adderall up my ass. That's like a battery. That's like a battery, dude. Be like, I need to charge up. I haven't done my battery for the day.
You should, you should borrow a tampon from your girlfriend, soak it in vodka overnight, and then shove that up your ass when you get to work and interact with Big A. Do that as a prank. See how your calls go when you're boofing a fucking
Tampon of vodka. That would be...
So it's not all at once that you're getting fucked. You're getting fucked consistently for however long tampon soaked vodkas last. Vodka soaked tampons. Or
You're all over the place.
Vodka soaked tampons.
There you go.
Vodka soaked tampons. How long do they last?
And people say white people don't have culture. You hear this?
White people
Vodka tampons. Who the fuck would have thought of that?
What other culture?
Now, do girls put them up? Do girls put them up their butts? Because guys don't have a choice, or we can just.
It's better to put it up your butt.
We could dip we could just dip our wieners into a cup of vodka and just kind of drink it like that, like a straw.
I think that would kill
like our
us.
body's straw.
Sending that into our.
You don't think shoving vodka up your asshole is gonna hurt too, dog?
I think your body's more able to handle it up your asshole than into your weenie. Nothing's supposed to go in your weenie or your asshole.
Unless it's drugs.
You're not supposed to.
Drugs can go into. You know how many? We have 9 holes. Drugs are allowed to go in any single one of them. No. Eyes, ears, nose, that's 6. Mouth, 7. Wiener, 8. Butt, 9. And if you're a girl, Lily, you don't have a wiener. Unless you do. Happy birthday.
Wait, Lily, you have another hole. It's the front hole on girls.
That's the greatest debate of all time, is if girls have 9 or 10 holes.
Oh gosh, I don't care. I couldn't give up.
You literally brought it up.
Do they have 10?
I don't know.
Are you saying that, because they pee out of one and they do sex on the other one? Women are gross.
Dude, I know. They're like birds.
Fuck.
It's crazy, dude. Nature's the craziest thing of all time. You ever think about that? You ever look at like a squirrel like running? You're like,
did you know that
how the hell did any of this happen? You know what I'm saying?
Openly support Iran and the Ayatollah in Costco without getting banned. Did you know that?
You can't scream "Free Palestine" at Costco without getting
you
escorted
can't
out.
scream "All glory to the Ayatollah" in Costco without getting escorted out.
I saw a oh, you sent me it. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, he got kicked out for that.
I didn't see that, or I did. No, I was thinking of the one with the lady on the interview and the guy who was like, I just want to let you know it is confirmed that this guy is dead. And she just starts crying. And
Trying to turn off the camera.
Yeah, she's like,
God.
And it's the comment was something like, your reaction when your favorite terrorist dies.
Dude, she was talking shit before it happened. Like, you guys have no idea how whatever's gonna hit us.
He's so smart. He's so capable. He'll never die.
And then this white
breaking news. The guy died.
No, it was a blonde white lady. She goes, actually, breaking news. Bassam al-Sadi or some shit died. It's been confirmed that he is dead.
It's confirmed.
What are your thoughts on that? And she just starts crying and tries to turn off the camera. Talking shit to the ops and finding out the leader got killed on live TV. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you have to just swallow that and be like, can I be on your side now? Can I be on your team? Can I be Jewish?
The media is not controlled by them, dude. Stop. That's a disgusting stereotype. I'm tired of hearing it.
That would be crazy to be on live news and be like, we're going to fuck you guys up. And be like, this just in. We killed your leader. And be like, shit, I look like a dumbass right now.
Yeah, my husband's going to beat the shit out of me. Because
I cried on TV and made us look weak.
That sucks.
That's
not glory to the Ayatollah at all.
So Israel started this.
Whoa!
They hit Iran first, no?
I don't know how it started. I know they've been barking at each other for a while.
Israel, they probably said some. Iran's like, you won't.
They threatened to kill Big Dog. They threatened to kill Big Dog.
Oh, you know what? No, this 100% has our hands written all over.
Yeah.
We probably gave them a missile and we're like, hit the nuclear site because they're getting pretty close to enriching uranium up to like being able to use it for anything. So just fucking send them back.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
So Israel was like, you got it. Hit them. Now they're at war and they're like, America, are you going to help? And we're like,
give us a few minutes to think about it.
we're really like in a lot of conflicts as it is.
I think
It's unfortunate that you upset them this much.
I think most of the country wants to get involved with bombing Iran, though.
You think so?
I think a lot of people hate Iran. Because of the Olympic fiasco, we're still upset.
What happened at the Olympics?
They kidnapped like a team.
Oh, you guys want to fuck around at the Olympics, guys? It's supposed to be a time of
bomb
peace.
the fuck out of you now.
We're supposed to be friends. It's the Olympics. Come on.
Union.
Coca-Cola's there, guys. You're kidnapping people. Fuck you.
Let's look it up. When?
When did that even happen?
Like the 80s?
Yeah, and then you guys freaking 9/11 us. What the fuck? We were just becoming friends.
We were.
We were becoming friends. Tehran, women were wearing shorts. They were driving, going to university. And then you freaking 9/11 us. What the fuck? What is going on?
It was Palestine that did it.
Palestine was acting up in the 80s?
Yeah, they're the ones that fucked up.
Dude, Israel was like, hold on to this. 45-year beef. They took it out of the fridge. They said, you guys remember this? Boom, boom, boom.
11 Israeli athletes were taken hostage by a Palestinian terrorist group.
Were they freed?
Yeah, by the Americans.
See, whenever shit needs to get done, you call in the big dogs.
And we're tired of us being global police, my ass.
No, we're in it. We're in it to win it. Everyone else, just watch out. Just sit back. Send us materials and money.
Yeah, that's how most wars would be won if Europe started sending us raw materials and us just crank out machines of death.
Hey Siri, where are you? Hey Siri, does Israel have a nuke?
No.
Okay, I found this on the web for Where Are You? Hey Siri, does Israel have a nuke?
Holy shit.
What?
Not only does Israel have nukes, they have enough to destroy the fucking world. Do they have okay, hold on, this is fucking crazy. Israel is widely believed to possess nuclear weapons. Estimates of Israel's stockpile range between 900 and 400 nuclear warheads.
There's no way.
They have 3 ways to launch nuclear weapons. So they at least have a nuke. Dude. Holy shit.
There's no way they have that.
What needs to happen for them to... Well, that's the end game. They go, look, our back's up against the wall. If you guys want to start some fuck shit, we have 400 warheads and we'll just hit everybody. Dude, everybody's gonna catch it. If you guys fuck with us, everyone's getting one.
Everyone's gonna feel it's what Iran said. And then black people got upset.
Now you have a bunch of black people on
They're
Instagram.
real upset right now.
There's some rapper came out with a song called Fuck Iran, and everyone's making videos to it, being like, yeah, I have a Glock with the switch. I'll go to Iran and fuck shit up.
People want to go fuck people up in Iran. That's crazy.
That would be
That's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard. If a group of black people are like, I actually want to go kill this entire group of people, I'd be terrified.
Seriously, probably international law. I was gonna say, like, theoretically speaking, I know we've talked about this, you doing something like this, but really, what's stopping, like, an American citizen from going abroad to, like a nation that we don't really fuck too heavy with, and just going over there and, like, just wiping out, doing something bad?
The law.
That's what's stopping us? People saying no?
Specifically, our own country bringing us up on sanctions and putting us in front of a military tribunal without being part of the military. That's what would happen. It wouldn't be federal, it'd be military, and they don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I think military prisons are the worst in the world, is what I've heard.
You're like, oh, what are you going to get arrested by the American military?
Yeah, that's not anything. That sucks. Happy birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday, Lily. Thank you for sticking around.
Lily's
We
birthday.
love you.
Happy birthday, Lily.
Lily, DM us some pictures. Wink, wink.
Lily, follow us.
Yeah. Follow us. DM us some pictures.
White Knight for us in the comment section, will you?
Oh yeah, and then they're gonna be guys who are gonna be like, you shouldn't speak to her like that, dude. That's
That
not
we love
right.
her.
Dude, we love her.
We love women. We love Lily.
We love Lily. Thank you.
Lily's the best. Shout out Lily on her 18th birthday. 30th birthday. I don't know. However old you are, Lily. Happy birthday.
Can't even get fucked up yet.
Happy birthday, Lily. Next year.
One more year. You got it.
Find us on live next year.
If our republic still stands.
And if you can find us in person, we'll help you. We'll get fucked up together.
Michael will buy you a drink next
No,
year.
I won't. I don't buy
Yes, he will.
I let middle-aged women buy them for me at bars. And then I don't have sex with them.
You don't go to bars.
I get roofied all the time now.
Oh, I would love to get roofied and just taken advantage of by some like 38-year-old chick.
I'm gonna find a homeless woman
Let's
to do
go.
it to you.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna pay a homeless lady to roofie you.
Why can't you find a woman that lives in a fucking home, dude? Why are you banging all these
Too
homeless
nuts.
people?
No, I don't bang these homeless
There's
people.
sometimes when you pull up and you see it's like not a real homeless person, they're just a crackhead and they're asking for money.
That won't do for Caleb. That's not what.
No, you pull up and you look at them.
Skankier.
No, and it's like they've just been like they're now just starting to get out on the street so they don't look all busted. And you go, I bet if I offer $20, $20 goes a long way for a crackhead. You
Always has, always will.
be like, I have $20 to get in the car. But the thing that scares me off from that is not only diseases, but maybe that's a cop.
No cops can make. You think a cop could be a possible crackhead on the street?
Yeah. I watched Breaking Bad, dude. They had a crackhead as a fucking cop.
Dude, cops.
That's how they got that guy,
Cops
Badger.
don't know what you're talking about, dude.
What?
Cops don't do that.
If you offered a cop $20 to suck your dick, you're going to jail. That's just a fact.
Hey,
That
if I give you
sucks.
$20, dude, can you reward me at sucking my dick?
Officer, please. The
Officer.
offer still stands. I think you're hot.
How about I put you in the handcuffs, officer? Wink, wink. I'll make it $25.
Officer, how about you send me to the prison where one day a year they swap roles and I get to be a guard and they get to be a prisoner? How about you send me there?
It would be terrible, terrible, terrible amounts of sexual abuse from the now prisoners.
Yeah, they're gonna get it.
That's not fun for us.
They gonna get theirs.
That doesn't sound like a good time.
What, are you a guard there?
I would be.
Why are you so upset?
So get raped by prisoners.
Michael, it's funny. His the way he processes things when he sees things that are unfair, it makes him unreasonably angry.
Yeah, things should always be fair. I don't like cheaters unless it's in baseball.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone should be juiced in baseball. Then I might watch if everyone's on steroids. Send the ball at 300 miles an hour. That'd be sick.
Whenever I see somebody like getting by doing something, I go, "Oh, that's how you do it.
What are you talking about?
That's the way you do it."
Steroids?
No, not necessarily steroids. I'm not saying not steroids, but like if someone's like, "Oh yeah, I figured out a way that you don't have to pay this," you go, "I'm going to do that so I don't have to pay this."
Yeah, I forgot. That's the Asian in you. That's the untrusty Asian in you, dude.
What?
Money schemes, dude. You'd scam people if you could.
What do you mean if I could?
See, he wants to scam you. Caleb will scam you, Lily. Don't listen.
I'm not gonna scam anybody, dude, because you can get in trouble, and I don't like getting in trouble.
Oh, so maybe you're not.
I do like exploiting the system, though, and that's not stealing.
That's
no.
steal.
No, that's just. Does it upset you just because you don't think of it first and you don't get to it in time and you can't like benefit from it?
No,
Is
I
that why
think
it
that
bothers you?
everyone should have the same playing field.
What's a scheme or a scam that you like?
handicapped,
What
you
the
shouldn't
fuck
park
did we even
in the
say or
handicap
do?
spot.
Because we like scamming and scheming? Come on, TikTok, don't be fucking like that. Yeah, that's fine. Who gives a shit? Lily, are you still here?
What time are we
Dear
at?
God, Lily, are you still here?
What time are we at?
Oh my God. Let's see. We're at 28 minutes.
Ah.
They're gonna be back soon, dude, and then we're gonna have to watch what we say, especially about women.
Did they get the pizza even?
I don't even know, dude.
Dude, fucking women, dude. They always do shit.
No, they're just gonna have ribs with us.
Dude, no one wants to have ribs with us. They see what you do on the toilet the next day and they're like, maybe I don't want that to happen.
I'm so excited.
Dude, why?
Because my knees hurt. I need to eat ribs to fix my knees.
Your knees hurt so you eat ribs?
Yeah, dude. Whenever something's going wrong with me, ribs are medicinal.
You should probably take an iron supplement.
No. I'm eating
that
ribs.
Sound normal for your knees to hurt and rib meat to cure that.
No, what do you mean? It's not the rib
It's
meat.
not normal. Pork shouldn't cure rib meat. It hurts.
Pork cures every ailment a human being has.
Pork actually gives you ailments.
Listen, you got to think about it. If Arabs don't like it, there has to be something good about it, okay?
No, it has parasites.
Not the way I make it.
You don't know that. Pork has parasites, guys.
Do you like bacon? Do you like eggs? Because eggs come from pigs, dumbass.
Eggs come from chickens, motherfucker.
Could you imagine if pigs laid eggs? You
No one
could eat
would
pig
eat
eggs.
them. They'd be gross.
They would be gross.
Dude, what would you do if your cat just started rubbing its ass along your carpet right now?
There's not much you can do.
Big Mama, what if she just started ass?
It's like watching a volcano erupt in the distance where it's just like, I hope this doesn't become a problem for me, like,
Maybe
in my area.
every day. How many times for you to take you to the vet? One time? I think it's a rule, one time before you gotta get those.
When you see worms start falling out, then you go, she's chock full of worms.
It's crazy that you have to take dogs to get their buttholes cleaned out. That's insane.
You know what's even crazier? The roommate had to go to the hospital the other day to get her butthole cleaned out. She had worms.
They should have taken her to the vet.
The roommate has worms. She's 25 years old.
The vet could have given her K.
I think they had to give her something to kill the worms.
They should have just sent her to the vet.
It made her very sick.
Dude,
it made her really, really sick and ill.
I think you have a tapeworm, probably.
Dude, no, I'm getting fat. Look at this. It goes around my side.
Your girl hates you that you're
Dude, I hate myself. Don't worry. I hate myself enough for everybody. So everybody who's watching this says, I hate that asshole in the hat. Don't worry. We're in the same boat.
He needs to go to the gym, guys. You should probably start going to the gym and getting really
I have been lifted. I'm fucking strong now. And I want to start hitting women as an exercise.
You should do that. Try it today.
I've literally never even... Just like getting a tattoo, I never even think about hitting a woman. Like, it's not even a possibility.
In your eyes.
What was the closest you've ever been? You know what, actually? Scratch that. Michael's definitely hit women before. And his girlfriends get hit.
Not on purpose. I'm a big clumsy guy.
Big clumsy guy.
They might catch my hand on accident.
They might catch a stray elbow. Who knows? Nah, I don't fucking sideswipe their nose.
They're my sister. Then I'll hit you for talking about it. Like, yeah, remember you saying me as a kid? Now I'm a giant. Get in line.
No, but none of you thought this was gonna happen.
Bring in your boyfriend.
You guys all called me an accident. Every single time you called me an accident, I just internalized it and I said, I'm gonna grow a little bit from
you guys convinced my parents I didn't break my arm for
You know what actually
they took me to the hospital and they're like, yeah, you guys have broken wrist.
Seriously, that happened?
Yeah, they convinced because I wasn't crying because I wasn't being a bitch about it. I cried right after it happened. No one was home. My mom gets home and my brother.
Wait, how'd you even break it?
My neighbor pushed me off a swing set, and I broke my wrist like right here, trying to stop myself.
Dude, that's exactly how I broke both of my arms.
Yeah, dude, fucking people are the worst. But yeah, my mom didn't believe me because I wasn't crying. And then my aunt came over here and she was the doctor. She said, it's probably not broken because, again, I wasn't crying like a bitch. Took me to the hospital. Broken wrist.
He's fucking...
And I didn't even get painkillers for it. That's gay.
No, you didn't even get any perks?
No, dude.
I didn't get any perks or nothing.
I fucking love perks.
I raw dog broke both my arms and just healed up like a fucking gangster.
It sucks they don't give you anything unless it's like a outside of the skin fracture. That's gay.
I've never... Actually, now I think about it, I don't think I've ever been given pain pills for anything before.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever...
Nothing's ever happened to you. I've gotten painkillers so many times.
For what?
Injuries, illnesses.
What kind of injuries and illnesses?
You can get kidney infections, dude. They'll give you IV painkillers for a kidney infection.
Well, dude, yeah, you were like dying.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for like a week. I was dying.
Yeah, you were dying. So they were giving you
that.
They were giving you end of life care.
No, they weren't giving me end of life care.
And you got better. They were like, holy shit, that giant in 203 is gonna live.
I would like during the end, because I was there for like a week, I was like, if I don't get up and start walking, I'm not gonna be able to do my job. So like the last 2 or 3 days, I would just be walking around the hallways for like an hour each day. It would take me forever.
Of the hospital?
Everyone in the long-term care was like old as fuck, screaming in pain. They weren't getting the good shit. I was getting the good shit. And I would just stumble past their room in a fucking gown with my ass out.
Good, and you show them, be like, hey, look at me. Call me Hot Wheels. I'm on the move, bitch.
I don't even need a walker, bitch.
If that was me, I'd go into their rooms and fucking trash it. I'd like spill their juice and knock their walk over and be like, fuck you, Dolores.
Stop yelling, bitch.
I'd be a problem.
Don't feel good.
I'd go over and squeeze her IV and they'd be like, ha ha.
Started watching South Park.
That's when you do?
Yeah, because it was on Comedy Central. So that's the only channel that plays decent TV during the day at a hospital. It's Comedy Central. It's the only watchable channel, dude.
Yeah. I played
Sims and I watched Comedy Central.
click the call 8 until that sexy nurse comes in. I say just dance.
And then I also got painkillers when I had to get surgery on both my legs. But my mom didn't let me take more than 3 days.
Oh, you know what?
My mom only let me take 3 days of them. I'm pissed.
That's gay. You're right. I have been on painkillers before, but they've all been IV.
Yeah,
so it's not a situation where I'm able to like walk away with them, but I've been under anesthesia a handful of times. That shit rocks, dude.
The second after the day after I had surgery, my mom and dad were both at work, and I was playing video games. But I was like, I laid down on my legs with my feet back. I was like, this should be killing me right now. I don't remember why it wasn't. And then I realized I'd taken 3 of the painkillers, dude. I was on another planet in my own living room.
You were so
wild. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I want fucking liquor right now. Where's the liquor? I didn't find any liquor.
Oh my god.
But
if you found the liquor, we would have lost you forever.
My aunt sent us a tray of cookies from like one of the places around here.
Yeah.
I ate like 20 cookies when I was on those painkillers, dude. I was on so many.
Were you just eating them like slowly?
In front of the TV. I was watching the Sacha's Party movie in front of the TV playing like FIFA and watching Netflix. High as fuck on painkillers recovered from surgery.
Okay, so I've never done painkillers, but I think I
didn't do it recreationally.
Yeah, you did. You literally just told a story about recreational.
I was in incredible pain, dude. I may have overdosed a little bit.
Okay.
I may have taken 1 or 2 extra pills.
Listen.
Calm down. Get off my dick. They were prescribed by a doctor. I only took like 8 of them. I had like 20. Calm down, guys.
Yeah.
My mom flushed 12 hydrocodone down the fucking toilet.
That's stupid, bitch. That's a mortgage payment.
I could have got a shit ton of money for that. That's gay as hell that you did that.
Yeah. I could have been a drug dealer for 2 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, I could have did one big deal.
I could have been one. It would have been the big score, and I would have been out.
I could have got addicted to gambling in high school. What the fuck, Mom?
When I was to stay on the topic of opiates, when I was in high school, I worked at the pool for a summer. Dude, there was this black guy, and I think he gave me and one of my buddies while we were working. I think he gave us heroin, and I'm not kidding. This is like the year or 2 before fentanyl became like a really big problem. Dude, he had it in a grinder, and he said it was keef, and he said the kind of weed I have, you can snort the keef and you get high. And we were being 17 and retarded. We were like, sweet. So we snorted some keef, and then there was a Jordanian who worked there, lived there for the summer. He did it too. Dude, we were all fucked up. I don't even remember the rest of the day, if I'm being honest with you.
Of course I
remember like the next 45 minutes we all threw up at the same time, and then that was the weirdest thing. I was working the front desk of the pool, and the only thing I could hear was like the water running in like the kids area where it's like splashing water, and then I could hear people's car doors opening and closing, and people were talking to me. I could not hear a single fucking thing. The weirdest thing ever.
So I'm like, you're not gonna pay for the pool today. I'm just going in. Your fucking guys are retarded at the front desk. He's just staring at my mouth.
Well, they had 2 lifeguards and the person who was working the front desk all come down with the same illness and symptoms at the same time. So they were like, we're operating on a skeleton crew because half of our staff is on heroin right now.
They didn't realize they were about to be on heroin.
I think we just all sat in the break. Like, no one even said anything. Like, we just sat in the break room for an hour.
I wonder what they thought happened.
I think they thought, because it was fucking crazy. We would go out and just like smoke weed with people and stuff, and with each other, especially when we had break time. So I think they just thought we got too high. But no,
They
we
were
were
okay with
tricked. There was not much they could do.
I mean, not a lot of people want to work in a pool.
Yeah. And dude, my boss at the pool, like the boss, got punched in the face by the only black guy that worked at the pool. And he didn't fire him.
Why do you get punched?
Because he said he was lazy and should work hard when he was at work. His name was Drew. Walked up and was like, "The fuck do you say to me, Fred?" And punched him in the face. Dude, we were like 17. Like, there were kids who were working, they were like 15, 16. We watched this guy who was like 25 punch his business owner in the face.
He was an adult?
Yeah. He was like in his 50s, and he got clocked by this little fucking... He wasn't little, dude. He was giant. He was scary. He was a lifeguard and didn't know how to swim.
How'd you lifeguard?
I think he just walked up and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a lifeguard here." And the guy who owned the pool, Fred, was like, "You got it, man. I'm scared of you."
Well, he should be, apparently.
Dude,
people drowned on his watch.
Dude, I don't know. Like, the pool was like a hub for drugs, dude. He walked in one time to work. It was like 7, 8 in the morning. Dude, he was dancing. Walked in like this. He was just dancing like with his shoulders, and we were like, "What the fuck's up with Drew?"
Just a honey pack.
No, not a honey pack. Dude, he had a water bottle, and it was half empty, and he was shaking it. He's like, "Look at this." And he was shaking his water, and it was just filling with bubbles, and they weren't popping. And we were like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "You ever see any water do that?" And we were like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "There's Molly in the water." So we were like, "Cool." And he was like, "Take a sip."
Did you?
Yeah.
Dumbass.
No, it was cool. It wasn't a lot. I think he put like 2 or 3 doses in the water and was drinking it throughout the day. But yeah, I just took a little sip. It was salty, and then within 30 minutes, I was like, I'm actually in a really good mood today. I don't know what it is, but I'm like happy to be
I
here.
wish we could microdose Molly without changing our brain chemistry, dude. That'd be
Who says we can't?
It would change our brains for the worst.
What do you mean? Is that a bad thing to feel good?
What time are we at?
41. We're gonna keep pushing.
We could.
You don't want to microdose some Molly?
I don't think it'd be good for us, dude.
Here, I gotta go turn that down. Why don't you think doing Molly would be a good thing for us?
Craziness. Further craziness. I have a history of insanity, dude. I don't want to take that. That'd make my brain worse. There's no way it makes someone with previous struggles with mental illness. There's no way Molly makes you better. Molly, while you're microdosing it, there's no way it makes you better.
Or it fixes everything.
There's no chance.
Or it fixes everything in one go. Maybe you'll actually, maybe that's what people who, instead of stop taking all these goddamn prescription pills, just do drugs once and hope it fixes you.
Do drugs once.
Do a lot of drugs once.
Don't do any drugs ever.
Go to like one of those electric forest bullshit things outside. Like
Electric Forest?
Yeah, one of those music festivals. Just meet someone there.
What is that?
Steal drugs.
You mean like an EDM?
Yeah. Do you like that?
No, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Why would I like that?
Fuck
I
me.
don't like loud noises.
Fuck you.
I thought you knew me better than that.
Dude, I'm just trying to fill time.
What, would you like on your ear while people grind? No, dude. People like Molly there. That's why I have against Molly. People at EDM festivals take it.
It is
And that's why I'm
most
against it.
annoying group of people that does Molly.
And it would be such a fun drug if the most annoying people wouldn't be the ones selling it and buying it.
It is true. I'm glad they're kind of switching to ketamine.
Me too.
They're moving away from Molly into ketamine. Now, the next group of people that are getting into Molly, surprisingly, are comedians.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's coming for us. We're going to get popular and then start doing hard drugs.
That's not even that hard, dude. Shut up. There's a scale.
Where's
Stay
Molly?
away from
Where's
it.
weed?
It's,
Okay,
weed's the bottom, obviously.
like it's a 0 out of 10 or a 1
we'll
out
put
of
a
10.
point. Yeah, we'll put a 1 out of 10. Molly's probably like a 30.
30 out of 10?
30 out of 100. Oh, we're doing it at 10?
Yeah.
Molly's probably like
3.
a 4 or 5.
4 or 5? Okay.
And then heroin's like a 9.
What are mushrooms at? Like 2?
2 or 3, yeah.
Acid's like 5. 5 or
5 or
6.
6, yeah. The Torah, 10.
What is Datura?
That's the hallucinogen where you like live another life in your mind. When you smoke it and time passes slowly and you don't have good visions, dude, you have bad visions.
Well, why do people do it?
I don't know. That's an idea. We'll watch a simulation on YouTube before we do our next podcast.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
They're fucked, dude.
And, hey, for everyone who's still listening to the podcast, the next couple episodes are going to be an hour long, so tap in. We're doing a little experiment. We'll see if more people are tuning in if the podcast is an hour, which I feel like actually happens. Because if you see every other podcast that's made, they just take it to an hour.
Okay, well, this has been how long? Yeah, this is...
This has been We Didn't Say That. Go get a Percocet.